What does God say about spiritual blindness? 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 4 In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. John chapter 9 verse 39 And Jesus said, For judgment I am come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be made blind. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 3-4 But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Matthew chapter 15 verse 14 Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. 1 John chapter 2 verse 11 But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. Matthew chapter 13 verses 13-16 Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 18 And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord, and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 28 The Lord shall smite thee with madness, and blindness, and astonishment of heart. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 18 Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart. Romans chapter 11 verse 25 For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel, until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. Genesis chapter 19 verse 11 And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Zechariah chapter 12 verse 4 In that day, saith the Lord, I will smite every horse with astonishment, and his rider with madness, and I will open mine eyes upon the house of Judah, and will smite every horse of the people with blindness.